Can you imagine really knowing your candidate?
Every election season, Nigerians get the same thing. Posters, slogans, promises shouted louder than the last person's promises. And yet every time, Nigerians walk into that booth, carrying everything except the facts. Some are voting for a savior, Mr. I-Fly Economy. He can't be bought, they say. Finally, an honest one. Some are voting against the man they hate, more than they've actually examined the one they're replacing him with. Some are voting for a jersey. Doesn't matter what the candidate has done. Once it's your party's colors, you're wearing them for life. And some have already been paid. A little cash, a bag of rice, a vote sold cheap long before the candidate said a word. And some don't even show up, certain, before a single vote is counted, that their candidate can't win anyway. Can you imagine a Nigeria where that changes?
One of these candidates will govern 220 million Nigerians for the next 4 years. They will set prices, deploy security forces, control the budget, shape what Nigeria becomes or doesn't become. Before you hand one of them that power, you deserve to know exactly who they are. On this channel, we've spent the last several months building 6 detailed profile videos, one for every candidate standing in this race. We're calling it Know Your Candidates. Every candidate gets examined on 5 things, the same 5 things, every time. Who they actually are, not the version their campaign wants you to see. What they have actually done, not what they say they've done. Their biggest liability, stated plainly, no matter who they are or who supports them. What they are promising, and if it's vague, we say so. A slogan is not a plan. And the one question they have not answered, the thing every voter deserves to sit with before deciding. Same criteria, same questions, same intensity for every candidate, no exceptions. That's the whole idea. Bola Tinubu, APC, incumbent. A political chess player few in Nigeria can match. Built Lagos into the country's commercial engine. Removed the fuel subsidy every president before him was too afraid to touch. That decision landed entirely on ordinary Nigerians. Inflation hit record highs. The naira collapsed. 2 years later, the relief he promised still hasn't arrived. He has retained Vice President Kashim Shettima as his running mate, ending months of intense speculation that the Muslim ticket from 2023 would be scrapped. Peter Obi, NDC, cerebral to his followers and divisive to others, wears frugality like a uniform. In 2023, without governors, without a machine, he pulled over 6 million votes and built a movement most politicians spend a career chasing. Then he left it. 4 parties in under 20 years. He has already named his running mate, former Kano Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso, a real northern political weight he never had in 2023. His followers don't care which party he's in. They're voting for the man, not the platform, not even his manifesto. Is that conviction? Or is that exactly the kind of blind faith in a savior Nigeria has paid for before? Atiku Abubakar, ADC, urbane, fluent in the language of power. As vice president, helped free Nigeria from billions in foreign debt through the Paris Club deal, a genuine achievement. 6 presidential campaigns, 2 decades of trying. His running mate is the same man who called the primary that produced him rigged. Rotimi Amechi took the number 2 spot anyway. The question every Nigerian is thinking but rarely says out loud: is this about Nigeria or is this about Atiku?
Adewole Adebayo, SDP, quiet, principled, carries the banner of June 12th, the most sacred date in Nigerian democratic history. No running mate named yet. Built his entire platform around achieving Chapter 2 of the Constitution, the section promising welfare, security, and an end to poverty. There are real legal issues with that promise though. No court can force any president to actually do it. So is this a plan, or just a cleverer way of promising the same thing every other candidate promises?
Omoyele Sowore, AAC. The angriest man in Nigerian politics, and he means every word of it. Built Sahara reporters into one of the country's most feared investigative platforms, exposing corruption at the highest levels for over 15 years. He has also never won a single election, not local, not state, not federal. No running mate named yet either, in a campaign built entirely on urgency. That silence is itself worth noting.
Onor, PDP, a history professor, 1 term in the Senate, representing Cross River Central, lost the 2023 Cross River governorship race by a wide margin. He is the INEC-recognized PDP candidate today, not because of a national track record, but because of a power struggle inside a deeply fractured party. The question isn't whether he can win, it's whether Nigeria knows enough about him to even form an opinion. This is Know Your Candidates, 6 detailed profile videos, released together on the same day so no one gets an easier ride. Click subscribe, turn on notifications. All 6 profile videos will drop on the same day. Can you imagine a Nigeria where every voter walks into that booth already knowing the real facts about their chosen candidate and their real track record and why it matters? Not chasing a savior, not voting against one out of hatred, not staying home because they've already decided their candidate can't win. Can you imagine?